So if you just bought yourself a new PS5 Pro and are you wondering what is the size of heatsink that I need if I am going to put an extra SSD inside the PS5 Pro, but that SSD doesn't have a built-in heatsink, so therefore I will need to apply a heatsink to it? Well, the simple answer is any of the heatsinks which work with the PS5 Slim will also work with the PS5 Pro. Now, some people out there may already have guessed that that was the case, and the reason why is because a lot of the pictures that we've already seen for the PS5 Pro have got a lot more in common with the PS5 Slim than what they have with the original PS5. However, I think it's always best to know these things categorically before making any purchasing decisions. Anyways, what I'm going to do now is to show you that yes, this is indeed the case, and I'm going to do that by showing you two different heat sinks, and only one of them will definitely work with the PS5 Pro. So the two heat sinks that I've got are by SK Hynix. One of them is the Haechi H02, which is the one for the PS5 Slim and which is the one that works for the PS5 Pro, and the other one here is the Haechi H01, which is the one for the original PS5, which doesn't work. So let me just change my camera angle and I will show you. Now, just before I show you the difference between the two types of heatsink, I will show you how to remove the plastic cover plate here. So just so that you know, this is the back of the PS5 here. So there's the HDMI port. So with the back facing us here, this is the short plate and then this is the long plate. So what we need to do is to take off the short plate. Now the way to do that is we just put a couple of fingers under the top left hand corner there and literally just pry the plate off. We do have to apply a bit of pressure, but don't worry about that. It is actually something that you have to do. Now what I'm going to do is use my left hand here to keep the PS5 Pro steady. Then I'm going to get this hand under here, get a couple of fingers on the top left corner and then just give it a good pull up. So there we go, there's a good pull up, and as we can see, there's the fan, and then there is the compartment for the SSD. So what we have to do now is to remove this metal cover here. So I'm just going to use a small Phillips screwdriver, put it into this screw at the end here. So I'm just going to turn that anti-clockwise, and then that screw's going to come out. Then I'm just going to get a fingernail under the edge there at the back of that silver plate and then pull that out. Now this is the SSD compartment in here. Now I'm not going to show you how to install the SSD, that's not what this video's for. However, I will have another video showing you how to do that. But what I'm going to do right now is just to show you which of these actual heat sinks is the wrong one. So here's the first one here, which is the Haechi H01. Now this indeed is the wrong one, because if I try to insert this one into the compartment, it will fit in at the back here and it will indeed slot in at the slot at the back. However, as we can see there, it's too long. So have a look at the shape of the compartment there, and then if I put the H01 Haechi in there, as we can see, it's too long, so that will not go on properly. Now the one that does work is the Haechi H02, which we will see now. So what I'm going to do is take the H02. As we can see, that little slot bit on the back there fits into the hole at the back there, all nice and neat. Now if I let go of this one, as we can see, that drops right into place there, right into the compartment, and then the screw that we use on the compartment, as we can see, goes straight in there, and then we would just fasten up that screw, and as we can see, it's a perfect fit. So this is indeed the correct one. Okay, so there we have it then. The correct heatsink to use with a PS5 Pro is the same type of heatsink that you would use with a PS5 Slim. There will be a link in the video description below to the SK Hynix Heatsink, which works for the PS5 Pro if anybody is interested. Anyways, if you've liked the video, please do give it a thumbs up. A sub to the channel would be absolutely awesome. I'm David Harry. Thank you very much for watching this video. Take care and goodbye now.